Hi, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast. We're super excited to have you here. The podcast is part of our e-twinning project, which is focused on raising awareness about one of the most urgent issues of our time, which is global warming. We chose this topic because we see its effects all around us: rising temperatures, melting glaciers, wildfires, and climate instability. It's something that impacts every one of us, no matter where we live. Our goal with this project is to learn, take action, and most importantly, share that journey with you, the listener. Through these episodes, we'll be talking to each other, hosting workshops, and even inviting experts to understand what's really going on and how we can be a part of the solution. So let's get started by getting to know the team. Everyone will introduce themselves briefly. So let's start by me. My name is Nilüfer. I am currently an IB student in Beşiktaş, Turkey, and I really enjoy painting and drawing, but I'm also into physics and chemistry, which I guess most would say is a part of the whole world. It helps us define what global warming really is scientifically. And these classes challenge me in a good way. I'm thinking about studying architecture because it mixes both creativity and logic. And I like connecting with people from different backgrounds. So that is all. And next is Doruk.
Hi, I'm Doruk. I'm a student in Sakıp Sabancı Anatolian High School in Istanbul. I'm in FRC team and additionally I have been playing tennis since I was 6 years old. Alongside this, I have a social media account that I post some daily trivia questions. And I'm happy to join this project and join this podcast to gain more attention to this major problem, global warming. That's all for me. Thank you.
And we have Neva.
Hi, my name is Neva. I'm an IB student studying in Sakıp Sabancı Anatolian High School in Istanbul, Turkey. I enjoy hiking, playing the drums, and cycling. I also love traveling and connecting with other people. My friends and I came together for this project because we want to raise awareness about climate change, which is a global issue that's a part of all our daily lives. And I hope to discuss this further with everyone else during our podcast.
And Öykü.
Hi, I'm Öykü. I'm a high school student in Turkey, Istanbul. I'm in 10th grade and in my first year of IB diploma program. I can say I'm pretty interested in biology, and which makes me even more curious about global issues. In my free time, I like to do drawings, but just for fun, nothing professional. I really enjoy traveling and discovering new places, and I'm excited to be a part of this project.
And Müslüme.
Hello, I'm Mr. Mazra and I'm a high school student in Turkey. I'm into sports and I especially love playing badminton among the other sports. In my free time, I like trying out new recipes and trekking with my family in the nature. I love learning new things and listening to new ideas too. And in my opinion, if we don't try to protect our nature itself, no one ever will in the present nor in the future. So that's why I really think that it's super important to be in this project.
We can get into the topic by discussing the reasons and effects of the global warming. Global warming mainly happens because of the way we live and use natural resources. First of all, burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas for electricity, transport, and heating releases a lot of carbon dioxide, which traps heat in the atmosphere. In addition, deforestation makes things worse. Trees normally absorb carbon dioxide, so when we cut them down for farming, cities, or factories, more carbon dioxide stays in the air. On top of that, industrial farming also adds to the problem. For example, Animals like cows release methane, which is an even stronger greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Overall, these human activities are key reasons why the Earth's climate is changing.
And Doruk have talked about the reasons behind climate change. Now let's look at what actually happens as a result. And here are the main effects we've already seen around the world. Firstly, rising temperatures. Each year breaks new heat records, and actually 2024 went down in history as the hottest year of the last 53 years. And heat waves are happening more often and are getting stronger. They can last for weeks, causing health risks and water shortages. Along with rising temperatures, we're seeing more extreme weather. Hurricanes are stronger, and floods and wildfires are more frequent. And the weather is becoming, we can say, less predictable. Another effect of global warming is the melting ice caps and glaciers, and these cause sea levels to rise, and coastal cities and low-lying countries are at risk of flooding. So another effect is environmental damage. The natural world is also under serious threat, and we can say that animals are losing their habitats. We are seeing more biodiversity loss. Polar bears and many other species are in danger, which weakens the ecosystem, obviously. And of course, these changes directly affects us too, as humans. Climate change affects health, food, and housing, and it increases the risk of heart stroke and the spread of diseases. It also threatens, like I said, food security and can destroy homes, leaving people displaced. So to prevent all of these from happening, we took some small steps to reach our goals. 3 of our friends, Muslime, Beysu, and Berru, organized a workshop, and now we will discuss that and get into more detail.
So about this workshop, we know that Berru Beysu and Muslim Azra made it possible. So let's get to know the details. Muslime, when did you do this workshop exactly?
Well, we did this workshop this year, 2025, in 30 April.
And where did you do it? Was it a primary school, a middle school?
Well, it was a primary school. Our workshop took place in Beşiktaş Primary School in Turkey.
So, Azra, why did you decide to take this step? Why did you have this workshop?
Well, our reason was to raise awareness of our nature's importance. As we all know, we owe a lot to our nature, and protecting it is one of our responsibilities. Making children see their responsibility by both planting seeds and talking about the nature itself is a great way to raise awareness. At least that's what we thought.
That's very nice. And how did you plan this? Like, was it difficult to plan firstly?
Well, it wasn't that difficult. Like, we planned it as 2 parts, like a discussion with kids and then the action part of the planting seed parts. And it went pretty well too with the kids.
Mm-hmm. And like, how did it go when you went there and spoke with or interacted with the students?
It was entertaining both for us and the kids too.
What
Okay,
activities
so
did you
we
do
know.
with them?
Well, we firstly talked about the nature's importance together, and they showed us some pictures that they have made for the nature. And then we just started to plant seeds together while talking with the nature's importance too. And we got socialized too, so it was fun to do this with them.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Neva, for cutting you off, but we all know that you planned it, and it was great that you planned it easily. But I would like to ask, was there anything that happened out of plan during the administration process where you actually tried to take action? Was there anything chaotic?
Well, yes, something happened during the workshop, but it wasn't a problem. It made the workshop even better. We came across the children's break time while we were trying to take the action, but it helped us to socialize together while waiting for break time to end, so it was a win for us.
That's great. Now, final question. What did you learn after hosting this workshop? Do you regret doing it, or would you like to do it again?
Well, I would definitely like to do it again because we as tutors learned that children are super sensitive about the nature and they are trying their best to protect it despite their age. And the kids learn their responsibilities with their activities. So it was both fun and educating. And yeah, I would definitely like to do it again.
Okay.
Thank you, Azra, for telling us about the workshop you did. I think it was very impactful and it was really great. Thank you again.
I should actually thank you for giving me a chance to talk about this workshop. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to the first episode of our podcast. We hope to raise awareness and understand the impact of global warming and many other aspects of climate change. In the next episode, we're excited to have an expert over who will help us dig deeper into the topic and understand what could be done about these problems. Thank you again, all, for being a part of our journey. We hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.